Hey everybody, it's Kristina, and I'm about to show you why I have not crafted in probably over a month. So this is my landscaping outside. This is actually probably over a month ago that I recorded this, and I finally just got my landscaping done. But as you can see, I have not been pretty much doing anything with my landscaping. You see all the weeds in there. Bushes are completely overgrown. There's just, oh, look at up against the house. They're just, everything in our landscaping was so out of control. We spend most of our time on the weekends at our camper, so during the week doing videos for YouTube and stuff, I just haven't had the time to do any outside work besides my husband getting the lawn cut. So as you can see there, we took a pine tree down, and that has just all completely filled in with weeds there on the little circle. Here is a hosta that's not growing very good because of all the weeds. Look at all the weeds up against the house. My other hostas did pretty good, but there's a lot less weeds over there. Now we're kind of getting towards the back of the side of the house, and that is all just weeds all in there. It looks absolutely horrible. So here a robin built a nest in our front light and then abandoned the eggs. So that's been abandoned for a while now. So we're going to have to get rid of it because those babies aren't going to make it because the mama just stopped coming back or got, who knows what happened to her. Now this is the other side of the house. As you can see, I had a flower pot that I tried to grow some stuff in, and just weeds grew in there, and my husband just kind of stuck a landscaping light in there. Here we took down an actual lilac tree that was on the side of the house. I don't know why somebody would plant a tree on the side of the house, but that's what it was like when we got it. And here are my hostas on the other side of the house. As you can see, the weeds aren't quite as bad over here, but these hostas are pretty big. Well, that spot's really bad. But yeah, they grew pretty big this year. That side of the house doesn't get a lot of sunlight, and they just grow like crazy. We used to have one planted in between those two, and that one died, and the one in the back, that one died. So I'm hoping maybe next year we can split those other hostas and get that in there. Look at that weed. That is insane. All right, so here is our front yard, which is completely covered with clover, and we can't keep the bunnies away. So I think next year we are going to have to start fertilizing or doing something with our lawn. This is the backyard, and there's our fire pit. There's just weeds all in between those bricks. This is all the back of the house. We thought that the landscaping, the stones around the cement patio was going to look really nice until the weeds just kept coming and coming and coming. So we plan on getting that all cleaned up. And then here we are in the back of the house. And then, we tore a bunch of trees out that were in there that should have never been planted in there. There's my husband cutting the lawn. And it's just been like that for probably a year and a half. And here is where our fire pit is. As you can see, my husband tried spraying the weeds, but they half die, but they pretty much stay there. The cracks weren't filled in very good, and the bricks aren't very level, but we're going to have to get all those weeds out of there. Eventually, he's going to have to trim around the edges, too. And then towards the back, where am I going? Oh, yeah, I'm going to the one tree that we have in our yard, and the black landscaping stuff just keeps popping up out of the ground, and it's just a mess, so we're getting rid of that. This is around our shed, and as you can see, there's weeds. That was a strawberry plant that started trying to grow again. I should probably clean that out and take care of that next year. There's weeds around the shed, not as bad as the rest of the landscaping, but that shed is actually going to be going, so I'll show you that once we get it done. And here's my husband taking the trimmer to the weeds in the patio. All right, so here we are back at the front of the house, and this is all cleaned up. As you can see, I got the bird's nest out, the landscaping. I mean, it looks pretty clean. We got the circle cleaned out. I put a paver there because I'm probably gonna put little flower pots and stuff on pavers in there, or maybe some kind of statue, not sure yet. And here's this side all cleaned out. Some more pavers that we're going to be using to put in the landscaping. Hostas are cleaned out. Now this is actually taken, it was like probably, it took us a good month to get this all cleaned up. So yeah, as you can see, it looks definitely a lot better. And then the back of the house, that little area. And then as you can see, still some garbage my husband needs to take care of. As you can see, we took all the stones out and the edging. We are actually going to be just filling that in with dirt and planting grass next year because we just don't want to deal with the stones and cleaning all that up. And then here in the back, we took all the stones out of the landscape, or all the stones out of there, and we put rubber down. So we're hoping we're going to have way less weeds. And that's just going to get all filled in with flower pots that are just going to, or statues that are just going to sit on pavers on there. For the most part, we got this cleaned up. My husband power washed one brick. Look how nice that looks. I'm hoping he eventually does the rest of it. But yeah, that looks a little bit cleaner. We got some of those weeds out of there. Then that is where our shed is, which is now gone. And we are actually going to be putting in a bigger shed so we can store some of our UTVs and our lawnmower and stuff back there. So that's going to be coming in a couple weeks. So my husband will have to prepare for that. And then here is the tree. We are actually just leaving this tree like that. Eventually, probably grass and stuff's going to grow on there. And then here is my craft room, which I haven't touched in a month. So, oh, there it is. So it's not super, super messy. It's kind of ready to go except for this back shelf. My daughter gave me some stuff she's not going to use, and I got to get all this cleaned up before I can start doing anything. Well, I think that's about it. I think it is time to get back in the craft room.